Basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Jeep, and we are inside the historic Palestra for the Indiana Hoosiers taking on the Penn State Nittany Lions. Both teams 2 wins and 1 loss in conference play coming into this matchup here. A lot of people in here excited for this one, and we are 2 of those people.
Talented Penn State team.
Official DJ Karstensen throws it up, and off we go with Penn State controlling the tap.
For Indiana today, they're going to have to handle pressure. Penn State brings it for 40 minutes. The Nittany Lions, the defensive glass looms large. Ballo was a big factor on the offensive boards. Has to be one and done for Penn State.
Both of these teams 2-1 in conference play, both coming off a win Thursday. Inside, a lay-in for Puff Johnson, and a good start for Penn State.
Where Puff Johnson has done his damage the last 4 games. All those in double figures, 72% from 2. He rolls out, gets out of that screen quickly. Indiana not handling it, and Johnson with a layup early.
All right, Rob, without Malik Renew, what changes for Indiana?
Well, it does put more skill on the floor from the perimeter, and it does give more space. So it will be interesting to see just how can they maneuver. You're going to miss Renew's scoring, but there is more shooting on the floor.
Injured his knee, first minute against Rutgers. Out today, final seconds of the shot clock here. Umar Ballo, that is tough to defend.
Warren is so effective in that post area that they need him back.
Lob up top, here's Conan Niederhauser, the Northern Illinois transfer. Battling inside and getting it to go over Ballo.
How did this guy average?
Penn State's win Thursday was against Northwestern. Indiana defeating Rutgers. That's how both teams got to that 2-1 conference record so far. Here's Ace Baldwin. Well, he really makes the engine go for Penn State.
No question about that.
Here's Trey Galloway, one of the senior captains. Cross-court skip. Mbako open 3. Too much. There's Luke Goody on the offensive glass. Count it! And the foul. Well, he's a sharpshooter, but there he's doing the dirty work. And he completes the 3-point.
Over. They're just a tough team to play against because they're going to dictate pace.
Fastest tempo in the Big Ten, even faster than Illinois and Iowa, who are quick teams. How about that? Baldwin finishes.
How about the pass from Miles Goodwin? He's just handling that ball. 5-out offense, and Goodman finding the cutting ace Baldwin.
But then on the other end, the freshman gets exposed, and Ballo throws it down. 270. Mbako corner, missed one from there earlier. Ballo, though, trying to clean it up. He does save the possession. And the third time is a charm for Mbako.
A lot like the Rutgers game early, the offensive glass getting Indiana a second opportunity from the perimeter. Ballo pursuing that offensive rebound, and Mbako paying it off.
Backdoor cut in amongst the trees. Now here's Goodman and the young freshman. Those are his first points in a college uniform.
He's the 4th highest recruit to ever sign at Penn State. Nice little pass off there. Miles Goodman, tough finish.
Goody from deep, yes.
It's going to be
Malik Renew. Now Luke Goody just picked up his 2nd foul less than 6 minutes in.
Well, this lineup collectively has got a rebound. No Ballo on the floor. It's going to have to be all 5 Hoosiers at the rim.
Speaking of at the rim, Zach Hicks with a tough finish.
Driving that
day. He's got it right now, and he hands it off to Miles Rice. Mbako drives, little push off, no whistle, and he finishes.
Good physical drive.
Little backdoor, but Baldwin could not finish. Boy, Conan Niederhauser's been a beast on the rebounds early.
And Penn State has found things with these back cuts. They've got by Indiana. Nick Kern just blood.
Done in rhythm 3. And Ballo clears it.
Can't lose track of him. That's the one thing that DeMarco Dunn has done well this year. 36% from the 3-point line. Indiana has to know where he's at.
Inside Ballo, no whistle. They say that Hicks flopped and Ballo finishes.
I think that was
Mike Rhodes as well. They've crossed paths in Pennsylvania circles many, many times. Ball into Puff Johnson. Off the glass and it bounces down.
Puff Johnson
he still sits right now for Penn State. So Indiana, they are trying to get it to number 11, and he just bullies his way inside and gets to the line. To Arizona, and ultimately now finishing his career at Indiana. That rolled down, might have been a lane violation.
In the Big Ten and second nationally, so they do that every time out.
Penn thought he got fouled. Dangerous pass, done interception. And then there's Baldwin. Goodman on the follow. It should keep our eye on turnovers, 3 each so far. Johnson again at the rim.
Puff Johnson is screening, and he is so quick out of there to roll, getting out quickly.
Yeah, Miles Goodman is going to grow up quickly today.
No question.
Getting a breather, so Conan Niederhauser back out there, number 14 for the Nittany Lions. Back door! Oh, what a sequence! And the throwdown by Kern. Ballo inside and a slam on the other end by the freshman. Thank you, DJ. You saw it. You called it. So Ace Baldwin to the bench. Young Javin Carter, the freshman, in. And the senior, Trey Galloway with a... Hicks, great three-point shooter, gives it up. Carter on the attack. Scoop and score! And the foul against Carlisle.
Javin Carter with 3...
And he gives Penn State a 3-point lead.
They'll be ready to come back to the ball.
Miles Rice hasn't put up a shot yet until right there. And then Ballo gets fouled trying to follow it.
But think about who's guarding. I just love the effort that Ballo has played with. Certainly in that Rutgers game and here today. He's been active, he's rebounding outside of his area. He's been locked in.
He tried to block that shot, but not to be. Freddie Dillon with a ball roll there. Transferred in, much bigger role for the Nittany Lions. Drop off, kick up top to Galloway. Ultimately back into Ballo, and he scores it.
Good duck in there by Umar Ballo. Ball get...
Rice still looking for his first bucket. Instead, a great pass to Ballo, who will head back to the line.
Play like that. He's coming to block your shot. Others are going to have opportunity. Any team that goes west on their western road trip and can get a sweep, that would be... Good cut by Ballo.
And how about that finish?
Conan Niederhauser wants to overplay right there. Ballo just takes it to the rim. Another guard, or it's looking for your big, getting out quick on the roll.
Good news for Indiana, that is just the first foul on their center. Inside of a minute, Kern had ill intent.
It is a player.
Yes.
You look at Brad Burnell, he's an Evansville area
yes,
guy.
These are people from Minor. It looks like he could still play. Yes.
Unbelievable player.
Big laugh heading into the locker room. Ace Baldwin goes to work. Tough shot. And Galloway now the other direction. Half court heave. Oh! And 29 apiece between the Hoosiers and the Nittany Lions. Pretty what Ace Baldwin can bring to the table after sitting almost the last 7.5 minutes of the first half with 2 fouls.
That's not a good shot there by Miles Rice. But Indiana getting back on the offensive glass.
And Trey Galloway able to secure the rebound, and in the corner, Mackenzie Mbako. Miles Rice, he will push. In the lane, kick out, Mbako. Off the shot fake, lays it in.
I love the initial thrust, though. Miles Rice is pushing that pace, and now getting after it on the defensive end of the floor.
Mbako one more time. An 8-0 spurt from Mackenzie Mbako, and Penn State. Johnson hanging, cannot finish.
Good contest, though. Trey Galloway not giving an angle up, and now Indiana's got numbers.
And Rice lays it in. A 10-0 run. Puff Johnson, or rather, it is Puff Johnson. Galloway drives. Around the world it goes. Mbako's been feeling it.
I just wanted to shoot the first one.
There's Goody. There's Ballo. Yes.
But Indiana is dominating the offensive glass right now in this ball game.
And now a 12-point lead. And there's Bono on the other end. Good defense, though, by Kern. And that stops the run as DeLeon lays it in.
Nick Kern never quits on a play.
Mbako into the corner. Luke Goody knocks down the triple.
That's good action by Indiana. You got Ballo rolling to the rim. Zach Hicks in quite the predicament. You take the roll on. That means Goody's going to get an open shot. He drills it.
So now a 13-point lead for the Hoosiers. Hicks spinning, left hand, tapped around. Conan Niederhauser cleans it up.
What a rebound there over the top of Ballo.
Yannick Conan Niederhauser, native of Switzerland, one of the 4 transfers that Mike Rhodes brought in this offseason. And Rice will get himself to the line when we get back to...
That stirs the drink for Penn State. And foul trouble kind of neutralized him.
The Washington State transfer, Miles Rice, 1 of 2.
And on top of that, Penn State is 0 of 10 from 3.
They came in over 35% as a group, but today's not been their day. There is Ace Baldwin Jr.
And if you're Indiana coming out of that timeout, Langdon Hatton has got to give some sort of resistance. You can't let a player like Baldwin get his head up on an uncontested layup, but Indiana not handling business on that pick and roll.
Rice on the other side. Yannick Niederhauser, he collected that one. Disrupting at the rim. And now on the other side, throws down the hammer.
Well, that's the response.
As Penn State faithful try to get re-engaged. There are quite a few Hoosier fans here as well today. 5 to shoot. Mbako, tough fadeaway. Oh, wow. Well, you just tip your cap there.
Man, Nick Kern even said to Mbako, run on the floor. That's tough. There's nothing more he can do. He brought the physicality. You make him shoot a tough one. That's just better offense by Mackenzie Mbako.
Mbako scored 10 points here in the second half alone. In the lane on the others.
Go right inside to Ballo.
Ballo gives it up. Now Mbako handing it off to Goody. Tucker, they're going to have to put it up. Rice does. Yes. And Indiana. These two teams last met in the Big Ten tournament last year with Indiana winning at the buzzer. Indiana trying to make it a little less dramatic today. A friendly bounce there for Luke Goody.
They are shredding the Penn State full court pressure right now. Great job by Bryson Tucker finding his shooter.
The lead up to 14 for the Hoosiers. Baldwin driving, hanging. And they're going to call that on Goody, and that's his third. And throughout Mike Woodson's tenure, and even for a lot of the Archie Miller tenure, Rob, three-point shooting.
6 of 40 from 3. It's been a different story, though, these last 2. It does shrink the court.
Here goes Ballo down Broadway. And drawing a foul and getting to the line. That was 270 pounds going right down the middle of all on Puff Johnson, by the way. He was being evaluated for a while over there. They ultimately was 4 of 7 at the stripe today. They get double-double for Ballo at 17 and 10 to lead Indiana. Kern, yes.
Mbako's going to go under. You're going under to take away the dribble drive. Mmbako just kind of gets lost there, and you let Nick Kern get to the rim. He's only taken 4 threes on the year and only made 1 of those.
Nick Kern, a senior. Last year he started, but this year off the bench, he's just having a career year. Nobody stopped Trey Galloway.
No one stops the ball.
Puff State can't cut into it. Done off the mark.
They're now 0 for 12 from 3.
And again, they came in over 35%, which is a respectable number from deep. Ballo, add 2 more to his ledger. He's got 19.
Physical, takes a bounce, gets to that counter.
Taken down Mbako, a steal for Penn State. 3 on 2. Kern, yes.
Wow. The English he put on that. Galloway contested. Did a good job of making Penn State. That's a long way to go to get the Ballo.
Indiana has now hit 8 triples after that one from Galloway.
Indiana, the last 2 games, is looking like the team that we thought they could be coming into this season.
Largest lead of the game. Getting it back, Kern lays it in. Well, look, the roster, it's probably one of the most talented rosters in the country, right?
Yeah, I put them with Illinois. Both teams have a ton of talent.
What a finish. Nice English there from Freddie DeLeon.
Penn State's not going to...
6 in the second half between the two teams. Nick Kern Jr. Yes.
Fowler's got to give some sort of help there. Bryson Tucker is guarding the ball screen.
Galloway, 5 to shoot. Slips in a pass to Leal. Whoa. DeLeon, thankfully everybody's okay, but he was at an awkward angle, crashing on Anthony Leal.
The read here by Galloway, and take a look at Leal, who's just shortened this ball screen. His defender is tasked with taking on the role. DeLeon.
DJ Karstensen as Leal toes the line. Ball in his 5th and final season as a Hoosier. There's his buddy Galloway. Yeah, Ace Bailey had 39 points in that game, but Leal really the only one that had success guarding. Right to the rim for Freddie DeLeon.
That's the way Penn State has shot the ball.
Yeah, he's pretty good. There just wasn't
but
room.
To get to play on an Elite Eight team that Tennessee had, be coached by Rick Barnes, who's as good as anybody, they're going to get Bryson Tucker grabbing onto the jersey of Puff Johnson.
In and out that time for Bryson Tucker.
Look at the job by Puff Johnson. He was fighting Luke Goody down there, won that one-on-one battle for the rebound.
Kern's had a big second half.
He's just putting his head down. And
Junior, the senior from St. Louis, Missouri, knocks down the first. Tonight, ridiculous Robbie Hummel. You know what, though? Indiana, seriously, they are a little worried about getting out of here. They're expecting almost a foot of snow back in Bloomington. And they are planning to fly into the Indianapolis airport instead of Bloomington since there are better capabilities there. 3 in the corner. Mackenzie Mbako, a big second half for Indiana.
Great job by Indiana of looking long opposite. Mbako wide open, and he's shooting that thing with some real confidence.
Conan Niederhauser couldn't get it to drop. That is now 4 fouls on Oumar Ballo. But it's going to be a key spot here in the game because Ballo's going to go out.
Ballo has left the floor. It's been a different deal for Indiana. Can Langdon Hatton give
Niederhauser.
Great rotation by Penn State. Just on it, that possession defensively.
Kern drive and kick. DeLeon for 3.
Penn State defensively starting to get it done.
12 turnovers for the Hoosiers. Hicks thought about it. On the deck, kick out, open 3. Kern, book it.
That would be a 2-point game. Not the only mistake he's made.
Ballo back out there with 4 fouls for Indiana. He gets it, goes right to the rim. Instant offense, Oumar Ballo.
But the pass from Miles Rice, there.
22 points, 11 rebounds for Oumar Ballo. But with him having 4, Penn State just attacked the rim.
Absolutely, go right at him.
Here goes Baldwin, backdoor, wow, what a feed. Kern lays it in. Oh, teardrop, tapped around, Penn State has it. Here goes Baldwin. Up and no good, but DeLeon is fouled, and he will have 2 at the line. State is right back in this thing. Boy, missed both. Against Rutgers did Rice. Here he goes. Splits the defenders, leans in. Ballo on the glass. A foul. They're going to get Hicks going over the back. And he gets the front end. Second one short, but look at Goody. We approach the 4-minute mark here at the Palestra. Kern stops on a dime, can't finish. And this foul is going against Indiana. But he misses it.
Man, Penn State missed opportunities at the foul line here.
A 7-13. There's another foul. So more free throws coming when we get back.
They still have 4 to play, but Indiana with only two. Indiana has had some turnovers, but they haven't been the pick sixes.
Here's Hicks. They try to get a design play for a three-pointer. Instead, he gets in the lane and got tripped. And he'll have 2 at the line.
That's the old John Diebler play. It's come a long way. Offensive player, obviously.
Eastern, right after us. Beats the press. Trying to get it into Balo. What a find! And the flush!
You can see Nick Kern on that far side. He's thinking about getting out to Mbako. Doesn't want him shooting a 3. And Oumar Ballo continuing to feast.
On the other end, a little feast for Ace Baldwin Jr. Goody. Leo wide open in the corner. Left it short. A foul on Mbako.
Probably not.
Kern at the line. And Kern does get the bounce. Goody will bring it across. We were tied at half, 29 all. Indiana shot out of the gates in the second half, led by 16, but it has tightened since. Rice, crossover. He almost tripped.
He double dribbled maybe, put his hand on the ball.
Watch the shot clock here. Galloway is going to have to hoist it. Air ball. Penn State, chance to get it to one possession. Galloway, what a play by the senior. Trying to call a timeout, and they will grant it to him. He also got toppled on pretty good. Baldwin tracking him step for step.
Galloway's got to be careful. Baldwin as good as anybody in the country at taking your rock.
Reigning Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh boy.
And that was all forced by Baldwin. 4 on 3. Hicks from downtown. The Palestra is in a frenzy.
Wow.
Oh, it's a 10-second violation. No different. And from down 16 here in the second half, Penn State with a chance to tie or take the lead. Out to Baldwin. Well, he thought about it.
He's still thinking about it.
Gets a screen. Kicks it out to Hicks. Another one? No. And Galloway will let it go out of bounds.
Good job of staying with Hicks there. Find the open space, and Indiana did a nice job trailing there.
A sellout of 9,000, making their voices heard. 1 minute. Rice almost lost it. Gets it away with 6 to shoot. Mbako has had a huge second half, and he got fouled.
Yeah, Kern didn't let him land.
2 free throws from Mackenzie Mbako. And the former McDonald.
With 2 guys there, you put the ball in their hands, and they're going to make free throws.
He's got 20, and now it's a 2-possession game. Here comes Ace Baldwin Jr. Baldwin up top, Hicks, shot fake, 3, short, batted around, Rice got it, and he is fouled. Rice hits the first. Relatively quiet afternoon for Rice, but now he has 8. The Indiana lead at 77-71. Baldwin, 20 seconds left. Got to get something up. Left it short. Tapped out. They're going to say that it stays on this end, but this is where the
30 the other night.
All right, 17.9 to go.
Oh, DeLeon wide open.
Baldwin, that was a forced tough shot, and now Indiana with a run out with Miles Rice. Missed it, and Conan Niederhauser gets it back, but it's probably not going to matter. Blocked by Ballo. Fitting that he gets the block. And Indiana gets the win, 77-71. What a way to start our day here on the Big Ten Network. More hoops right now. Dave Rebson and Steve